Hello, faithful friends of the internet. Today, I want to share with you what is now going to destroy the Pigma Micron. Destroy might be a strong term. Before I get into it, let me just tell you that I have kind of a different situation going on here. I'm testing out some new stuff, some new arrangements in my room for filming on a regular basis. In this little corner, I can stay set up all the time. Now, I would still move it around and do different sets for different things. Obviously, my Grace for Life set, very consistent, but I'm just trying some things out. Also, heard that windows are good, even though I'm trying to get rid of them, y'all. I'm serious. They get in the way of everything I'm trying to do in here. This one especially. This one needs to go. But alas, I am not a contractor. So, like I said, just trying some different odds and ends, seeing how things go. I'm using two different lenses, which I try not to do. That's one of the things that keeps everything looking so good. So I don't use two different lenses, but this one lets me be tighter. You guys don't want to know all about this stuff. All I want to do is tell you about it. Let's talk about the Pigma Micron killer. On this page, on this here page, I have used a Pigma Micron and a Pilot P500. And you probably can't tell what is what, because they're that good. I will tell you this up front. The Pigma Micron, in my opinion, is a better pen than this Pigma Micron killer, which is the Pilot P500. I do believe that the Pigma Micron is better. However, these, I believe, are cheaper. Let me test that theory real quick. I don't remember how much they cost. Yeah, it's $13 for, is it 12 of them in here? Yeah, for 12 of them. Where the Pigma Micron, we'll do the 01, it's $12 for 8 of them. So I think you're getting a little bit better deal out of the Pilots. Granted, I didn't just do the math on that, so I could be wrong. But there are some benefits to this pen. We're gonna get into all that. Let me just talk about the Pigma Micron for a second. I love the Pigma Micron, okay? The 005 is the finest pen that I've used that can actually write and not be a big deal. I really like the 01 if I want to do something a little thicker. These are not light years apart, but there is a visual significant difference. The ink in these pens is so good and black. I don't know if I can explain to you how certain kinds of blacks are different, but not all black is the same. And these blacks they're just beautifully rich black colors. They look really good on the page. Here's the problem with these though. Now I'm not sure that this is what it is, but I think these are little felt tips on the end. The Nibs, which is what they're called, and I don't know that I am mature enough to say it multiple times without laughing. But the Nibs, the nibs on these do not hold up super well. Now that could be because I'm a heavy writer. If you are like the master of handwriting, probably not a problem that you run into. For me, it's a real issue. I destroy these, and so the 005 becomes the 01 really fast, and the 01 will become the 03 really fast because they kind of fatten out, and I'm getting out wider hits of ink, and so, but they're great pens other than that. Well, that's where the Pilot P500 stands above. Now, I would compare the Pilot P500 to the 001, and I'll just do the... By the way, there is a mix of Pigma Micron and, we'll do one stroke, Pigma Micron and P500s on here. Let me do one stroke. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. I mean, you can't really tell a difference there as it comes back in. I mean, you really can't, and I'm telling you, visually as I'm looking at it, you really can't tell the difference. The Pigma Micron, ever so slightly deeper in that black, which again is a really big deal. But where these come in and make a big impact, number one is they're cheaper, I think, but I could be wrong because I didn't do the math. But they are rollerball pens. So they've got this really fine, let me see if you can see. You can see how fine that is, but it's a rollerball in there, which means as you put pressure on it, you're not ruining the pen. So it works really well. Now, I've been using this in my Cambridge for the past few weeks. Well, not few weeks, but the past several days. It's been probably a week. And I've been really impressed with it. And today I went back to the Pigma Micron and tried that. And the Pigma Micron, at the end of the day, I probably like it more. But I would say this is about 90% of the Pigma Micron. This would be a great pen to throw in your bag for on the go, because these are just, for some reason, these don't strike me as on the go pens, you know. But this is this is just a great pen. So I'm really impressed with this Pilot P500 extra fine. It does say on here that it is archival safe, acid-free ink. So I don't know if that means it's archival ink or if that's just a way that they try to say that it's not archival ink, but we'd like you to think that it is. So I don't understand what that language is they're using there, but I'm really impressed with these. Obviously, I will be linked to these and these in the description below. So yeah, I think this could easily replace these. And I will tell you, this is a 0.5 millimeter tip. And I know some of you are going to go, well, the 01 is a 0.25 millimeter tip. In my practice, in my use of them, I think they are about the same. And once this one's gotten worn down a little bit, it's definitely going to be a deal. That is the other cost figure you have to put in there. If you are destroying these, which I am known to do, I'm known to have to throw these away after a while. Really not after a while, after just use them for a little bit. You're not going to destroy these. Because the roller ball on the tip. If they could come out with a way for Pigma Micron to come out with a roller ball, shoot. Is there a smear on the page? You can see a little bit of smear here. That was a smear test. But when I did it, let me pow. You can see that smears, but also don't be misled. The Pigma Micron smears as well, just not quite as bad. So you do have to give this a moment. I have accidentally smeared with this a couple times. If the smear factor wasn't there, this will be it 100% of the time, always. And then the 005, if you're writing on the inner margin, it is a little easier to write, just a tad bit smaller. But again, not a big difference. I could easily function with these pens and my normal habits just flow. So, the Pilot P500 extra fine black is the bomb. It's the bomb. So anyway, go check those out. And if you like videos like this, make sure that you like, you comment, you subscribe, click that bell so you get notified anytime I post a new video. And I will see you, I will, in the next one.